Hello, in this video we look at Bodhicaryavatara, chapter 6, verse 39. I'll read it without text and then with text. Yadi swabhavo balanam parupadravakarita teshu kopo nayukto me yathagnau dahanatmake. Now we'll look at it with the text up. Where are we? Here we are. Yadi swabhavo balanam parupadravakarita teshu kopo nayukto me yathagnau dahanatmake. So, yadi, if, meaning it being the case that, we can use if in the same way in English, since it is the case that. Swabhava, the nature, literally the self being, the self state, what you are in yourself. Your bhava means being or a state of being. Swabhava is basically mean your own nature, what's in your nature to do. So swabhavo balanam, the self nature, the very nature of fools. Parupadravakarita, to the causing of distress or misfortune to others. The root dru makes a verbal noun drava. The basic meaning of that root means to run. And upadrava, something that runs at you, is something that in English we say befall. It's in Sanskrit something runs at you, and in English something befalls you. So it's a misfortune, some distress, something bad that's happened to you. So if you are upadravakara would mean the causing of distress, from the root kri. Somebody who causes distress is upadravakarin, a causer of distress. Make an abstract noun of that, the nature to cause, the propensity to cause distress. The karin would become karita. Let me call up iPad for you on this one. Where's my iPad? Here we are. So we've got our root kri, meaning to do. We have the verbal noun. There's more than one verbal noun, but one of the verbal nouns is kara, doing. So if you are upadrava kara, sorry, the upadravakara is the doing of or the causing of distress or misfortune, misfortune making. If somebody is a misfortune maker or a causer of misfortune, he is upadravakarin. So upadravakarin is an adjective meaning, so noun or adjective, more commonly noun, I suppose, a causer of distress to others. Make an abstract noun out of that. So karin would become karita, means the quality of being a karin of something. So upatravakaritā would mean the quality, the undesirable quality of being a causer of distress or a causer of misfortune to others. We'll get back to our So yadi swabhavo, if the nature, that the verb to be is left out here, if it be, or since the case that it, since it is the case that it is um, in the nature, it is the nature balanam of fools. What is the nature? Paropadravakarita, the tendency, the propensity for the upadravakarita, the being causative of distress, to whom? Para, to other people. So para upadravakarita, by Santi parupadravakarita, the tendency to cause distress to other people. So yedi, if, meaning since it is the case that fools by their nature have this quality of parupadravakarita, other misfortune causing misfortune to others. Teshu, locative plural, gopo nayukto. Gopo, gopaha. Hang on, let me change this. Take the sandhi out of here. It should be teshu gopaha. Which in so gopa becomes gopo by santi suteshu gopa na yukta. Same here actually. Um, so without the sandhi, teshu gopa na yukta me. With sandhi, teshu gopo na yukto me. So gopa, another word for anger. Krodha is maybe slightly more common, but krodha and gopa um, essentially mean the same thing. So anger, deshu, literally in them, we didn't say in English, towards them or at them. Nayukta is not suitable me to me for me. So it's not anger towards such people is not suitable for me. It's not a suitable response for me. Now this word yukta, it's from our root. Call up iPad again. It's from our root yuj, well-known root yuj, to join, from which we get yoga, and the past participle yuj plus ta. That j will become a k before the ta, so that's how you get yukta. So yukta, the original meaning is, well, yoked, it's the same as our English word yoke, isn't the yoke of oxen. Yoked, joined, but then by extension it has the meaning of appropriate. Something that correctly is joined, is correctly linked in with the situation, would be the appropriate response. So kopo me nayuktaha. Anger is not yukta, anger is not appropriate for me. So in other words, anger towards these people is not an appropriate response for me to have. Just as fire, which by its nature burns, yata agnau dahana atmake, yata agnau dahana atmake. So yata, just as, in other words, it's not appropriate for me to feel anger towards those people, just as yata, it would not be appropriate for me to feel anger towards agnau dahanatmake. Agnau, agni, fire, dahanatmake, burning natured. So agni, fire, masculine noun, it makes its locative, in fact, generally masculine nouns in a short I, masculine nouns ending in a short I, the same in a short U, make their locative in au, so agnau, in fire. So it's the locative, so it means anger, agnau, towards fire. Na yukto me is not appropriate for me. So this agnau, the locative, is the same reason as the locative for here, teshu. That's gopa teshu, anger towards those people. Dahana atmaka. The root dah means to burn. It makes a verbal noun dahana, um, burning, the act of burning. This suffix, not suffix, second member of the compound atmaka, we've got our well-known atma, meaning self, where you can make an adjective out of it, atmaka, but that's, I think I'm right in saying always or almost always the the um, the final member of a compound. So having something as oneself, meaning as one's own nature. So dahana means burning. Dahana atmaka, by Santi Dahanatmaka, is burning nature, having its own atma, its own very self. It's of the nature to burn. It is burning natured, burning selved. So you aren't angry with fire when it burns you, because that's what fire does. It's the very nature of fire to burn. So I'll read that again. यदि स्वभावो बालानां परोपद्रवकारिता तेषु कोपो न युक्तो मे यथाग्नौ दहनात्मके. And once more. यदि स्वभावो बालानां परोपद्रवकारिता तेषु कोपो न युक्तो मे यथाग्नौ दहनात्मके. And that's it on this video.